Welcome to attempt number 2 at getting the stylus and tablet to work on Speed Slasher. And good evening, look at this. This is the, again, so to reiterate, last week we tried to get this working, but the stylus didn't work too well. I'm hoping this time it do, but let me give a brief overview of what this is again. It's the Canvas Artist 127. It's a pretty big one, isn't it? You can see like I have pretty decent hands. I could almost put my hands around the whole thing. So, you know, there's a lot of workspace. There's got some knobs over here for like adjusting stuff. I haven't really messed with it, but it could mess with scroll, zoom, and then you'd even increase and decrease the volume on stuff. You'd also adjust what screen you're working with. This one is wide, this one's 4:3. And last time what happened was the stylus did not work. I was worried I messed with the nibs and something happened there. But if you look closely, it was actually the battery contacts weren't pressing together exactly. So what I did was can you tell what that is? That's an eraser from a mechanical pencil that I just like shoved in there, and it's like pressing these two together now. The metallic part and then like this little like metal part. Sorry, I don't have a alert on the screen, but hi, Bright. Thanks for the raid. I'm kind of showing the stylus here. So as you can see, I put a eraser nib there, and that's pressing this whole thing together. So hopefully, if we try drawing today, it will work. I would like to hope. So let's give it a shot. Let's jump in. I'm gonna play some music here. And I thought of what to draw. I want to draw, as you can see here, I still got this nice layout here, little Windows 95 for you. And this is Krita. You may have seen it. I was on Bright Stream messing with this, and I quite like it, but I haven't messed with the stylus here. So watch this though. I think I have the mouse capture here. Yes, see, so it works. It works. It's very faint. So this is an old one though, admittedly. Ooh, hold on. Sorry, you can't see the webcam actually. Let me try that again. Watch. You can see here if I make a new file. Yeah, see, it's following my hand a bit. It's quite nice. It is a bit stuttery though, and I think that is because this is an older program. It was meant for like XP, and I don't know how updated the drivers have been for that. But as you can see, or hopefully as you can see eventually as the webcam starts to work with me, I'm gonna switch from mouse to do some stuff and then stylus to do other things. So what's Speed gonna draw today? I think I'm going to draw something. I wanted to draw something kind of easy to get us into it. And I've drawn Snake a fair amount of times, so I'm thinking I want to draw Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake, so that's what I'm gonna do. Hold on real quick. I'm gonna pop that down just a bit. There we go. Alright. So I'm gonna put down some like forms here, and then we're gonna go outward from there. Hopefully this all works. Let's see. Ooh, oh yeah, look at that. Oh, you guys will have to again pardon the webcam. If the tablet works, then the webcam doesn't work. You'll have to pardon that. But ooh. I'm still feeling a disconnect though, in terms of like where my hand is and then where it is on the thing. But I'm just gonna be putting some shapes out here, you know, that kind of get the feel. It's gonna be big bossaroo. I'm kind of using a reference, but I don't have I don't have a lot of screen space to have that quite open, so I'll switch between it every now and then to look. I got a general idea on how he looks. I'm also using a reference of him kind of looking the same direction, but I'm going to obviously do my own stuff with it. There's where the headband would be. I'm working with green first, because I kind of like I like what it leaves behind once I paint over it and stuff. But no, I have not practiced using this since that initial stream. There's Snake's face. Can you tell from the shapes that it's Snake? And then here's his little neck piece. Widen that neck out a bit. Also for the mullet. You know the mullet. Ooh, ooh. But yeah, all things considered, this has a quite a nice flow to it. I'm able to do shapes and stuff that I'm not really able to with mouse, because you know with mouse, I'm trying to emulate like a natural pose. So like if I want to do this, you know, I gotta go like, but then it ends a little awkwardly. But here I can just do, you know, and it ends how I want it to end. So that's nice. Here's the little. Actually, I need a reference for this part. I don't really know how the clothes work. It's like a neck thing. It's like a little undersuit right here, and then it's like a little collar. And then shoop. I might take requests later on if there are requests to be had. But for now, I'm working with what I want to work with. Alright. Maybe outward that a little more. Yeah. Some of you know me, I'm the one layer guy. Not that there's a problem using more layers, I just tend to work with one layer, generally. Okay, so we got that. And then let's add like lighter parts here. I'm gonna shift over. Okay, so ooh, actually, we can decrease the opacity. You can see there's an opacity tool up there. I'm going to decrease that, so then now we can kind of add our own shading here. Here's where the nose be. The eye will be right about here, I'm thinking. And then he's got a bit of a stubble, we'll show that later. I might use the stretch tool a little too, to morph how I want this form to really look. But really here, I'm more concerned about the webcam, and I'm also concerned about the shapes. Right now, I feel like I've gotten like older Snake, like how he looks in like Peace Walker. I think we're gonna go a little more precise here now. A little precise. We're gonna change the hue as well to a little light blue. And then I'm going to zoom in a little. And we're gonna like iron out these details a little more. So for example, this is the nose. So we're gonna... Then here's the nasal crease kind of deal. Little stubble there. Again, he has that. And then over here, see, that's where the eye is. And then, you know, I I don't know how you would accomplish this, you know, in real life, where his eyebrows kind of make a form on the headband. Here's where the eye patch will be. Kind of getting more of this all ironed out. I'm not working in a way I normally would as well, obviously, because I'm using a tablet, since I don't really use that. But I think right now what I'm feeling is, though I'm still feeling a bit of a disconnect, it's a lot more natural than, say, when I first tried this out when I was like 10. I feel like I gotta shape this out more. This is where the ear will be. I'm still a little conscious. Oh, sorry. Because Sensei Ryan was like, you hold your pencil weird, and I do. But I'm still conscious of that. It's like the one thing that haunts me out of anything you guys have said next to have you played Magical Melody. Which I have, folks. I don't know if you knew that. Okay, and then we're gonna start really ironing this out. I'm switching to dark red here. And then I'm going to like super outline stuff here. And now I gotta... Ooh. What's a little unfortunate, like, you know what I would do? I would like rotate this to get that line. But I also... I don't know how confident I am in doing that yet. You can make this all kind of dark here. So where I think they call that the philtrum? I forgot what it's called, but that's where that is. He's got a mustache here. We'll put that in post. What I'm going to do later is I'm going to blend a lot of this out. Okay. Little indent there. I'm gonna need to erase some of this stuff too. Sometimes you put the form down and then you completely ignore it. That's the nasal crease, but he also kind of has like this little thing here. I'm thinking I might just stick with Krita. I do have Photoshop Elements 7, but I'm in the zone with this one. I'm really gelling with Krita. Though I still think that it has a place in my heart, Paint.net, and I'll still be using it a lot actually. But for certain things, I'll be like, yeah, let's use Krita. Though, you know, Clip Studio Paint was 50% off. I was debating. Because again, there's so much good news I hear about Clip Studio Paint. I feel like I'm missing out. Kind of like I missed out, you know, drawing with the tablet for a good while. Normally he keeps a lot of the hair behind the, like ordered by the bandana. I think with mine though, I like to have it go a little over. I keep forgetting if Clip Studio Paint is permanent or not. I think it is, but you know, it's still a bit of an investment, even if it's on sale. And you know, I should try the demo out if anything before I consider it. Alright, now we're doing the top of the hair here. Keeps it slicked back in his mullet. I think actually. So I'm doing all this, right? And I'm gonna go a little more hand back here. A little party in the back. It's a mullet. Oh, sneeze. That came. Exaggerate this nose a little more, I think. Give him the old Triple H. Thank you. Let me do a little bit of that neck muscle for the throat goat zone, as they say. After we do this outline, I'm gonna lay in the actual colors. I kind of just want to have this in the back, so then it feels like, oh wow, he really painted. You know, he really spent a lot of time. We're also gonna use the blending tool for a lot of this, so that will save us some headache. Ah, yeah. Ooh, yes. Okay, that part I won't care about too much. Alright, man, my snake's old looking. He's not that old in 3. Okay, let's get the flesh tones on here now, huh? So then we can get a good idea on who we're looking at here. Again, I'm working on one layer. It might not hurt to make a new layer. Let's try it. Let's live this life. That's the base layer. This is the coloring layer. I might merge them later anyway, though. I could blend in that green back in. It's a nice green, after all. Let's try a different brush for this. Yeah, that's fine. Cover that. That year I didn't draw too well. I'll fix that a little later. You know what? Nah, man. Merge. Let's go. Stick with it. Stick with it, Speed. You're the one layer player. Said no one. A little bit of this red, introduce it in there. And yeah, we're gonna blend a lot of this, so that will really help with the fact that I'm losing a lot of what I just did. We're gonna blend using my favorite tool that we found out last time, the rake tool. Man, such a good tool. I love it. Carl's topic today was favorite art style, and I do quite like impressionist kind of visuals where, you know, the focus is around like a particular object and it's got very soft tones, but it's still very like striking and stuff. Oops, my webcam. As you can see, I'm using a pinker tone here for a bit. I like shading with pink. Alright, now let's switch to a dark orange here. There we go. Now we're really gonna get into the areas here, like, whoo! There we go. I think that's a decent color. I might change that out, though. And then we gotta put the mustache back on there later, obviously. Otherwise, what are we doing? Yeah, this is also the first time I'm using Krita to draw, like, a character. Besides, like, I did my new outro with that. It's just something I have an outro to swap to. I think it's shorter than the other one, so that's why I made two. And it was pretty easy to make. I kind of wish, I don't know which brushes have pen pressure. Because I noticed it's not like delineating the farther away I get from the point of contact. There's a lot of brushes, I haven't touched all of them. It's definitely fun to experiment with these and find which ones you like. I like these top ones and then the blender rate. I'm gonna block in basically this part here, the cheekbone. Yeah, as you can see right now, though, we got quite a mess of color. Once I start blending this, I think we'll see a clearer image. And if not, I'll just keep going at it until it comes out. In fact, let's try blending it just a little. Wait, actually, I kind of want a little more dark values on this. Let's use dark blue a little. I'm just kind of gonna like it in. Like right around here. Ah, man, sorry about my webcam. Okay, and then a little there, and then a little bit of a over here. I'm trying to define the edges just a little more than I did. We still got all this green mess over here, but again, blend. In fact, almost here, and then we're gonna blend. We're gonna blend. You'll see the magic of a lack of foresight. Hi, Carl. As you can see, I'm drawing big boars. Hi, Chesty. I'm trying out a tablet for the first time here. Long time no see as well, but no worries about that. It's just good to see you around. Oh, my webcam's not working. My webcam. There we go. What's been up with you? I haven't been playing Minecraft recently, admittedly. It's definitely not my first time drawing, but definitely my first time using a tablet, so it's been pretty... I don't think I feel that disconnect I used to, but it's still there. Because before I was like, huh, I don't... It's not going where I want it to. Right now, though, I got this huge swatch of green. I'm trying to get rid of it so then I can have a clearer face here. Ah! My webcam. Let me make this larger. Here we go. Here we go. I'm also using the mouse a little here too. So, what I used to use for digital art, and what I still will use every now and then, it is a mouse. Yeah, let me. I'm switching to mouse for a little. I know that's not the point of this, but I want to fill this in a little faster here. I think you've been following for maybe 2 years now. I think you were there before I hit even 200, so again, thank you for just even popping in now and then. One of my things I remember is like, you're 20, like 3 or something. Dang, you're old. I think that was you. Maybe that was someone else, but I remember that. I was like, oh no. I'm like 24 now. So that's why it's like, oh no, my audience is younger than me. My audience is the same age I was when I started watching like Carl here. Nice try. Oh, You know what I'm gonna do real quick? I've also learned how to do this. I've learned I could do a little swoop, and then I can use the mesh tool, or even liquefy, but let me try mesh tool first. Or not mesh tool, sorry. What's it called? Warp. There we go. There we go. He's looking quite grizzled here. In my interpretation of him. Let's get back. Let me... There we go. Let me paint again. Wow. Now I'm adding a bit of a yellow value here. Oh no, oops. When you mesh stuff, you kind of get this you get this line here. Oops. I'll blend that out. Blend everything out. Blend it. Let it become whole. For real. Okay. Alright, so I'm thinking maybe I need to unify these colors. So I'm gonna go one last time over with a bit of orange here. And then we'll blend it out one more time. Maybe I'll make it so then he's less grumpy looking with that face. He looks so tired. I mean, he's supposed to be tired. I've been doing stuff every Monday so far with this, so... I mean, you know, just whenever people are around, they can always pop in. I don't mind. Yeah, it's a little too grump though. It's a little too defined because he's not old at this point in his span. So I think if I like kind of lessen some of these creases here, then it'll do what I want it to. All right, and. I should do the eyes too. Hey, use the mouse. Stop using the mouse, Kevin. Okay, good call, whoever said that. In my brain. Okay. Wait. Even if you can't see the webcam on, you can hear me clicking when I'm using that, so that's a giveaway. Don't expect to understand anything the quotes say. They're complete garbage, random shit I say. A bit there. I'm not quite muscular, I will admit. Right. Damn, I'm using the mouse again. I'm talking about shipping things in Harvest Moon. I think. It's always say walk down memory lane going through that. I'm using straight up black right now. Normally people are like, don't use it. But I'm like, use it. Use it. I want to drop this a little because he looks a little surprised. He's not supposed to be surprised. I think we're getting the values that I want. Yeah, normally though, people are in their right to be to say like it's too harsh. But I think that also that makes people ignore value. So, you know, it's important to have these both be, you know, pertinent. Oh, pink's a nice color. I like using pink as a shade as well. I mean, your username is pink as well. Could have fooled me. Alright, here we go. Okay, let's zoom out now. Okay, we're getting a little more. I think he has. I think I could enhance the forehead here. Do a little. Once I added the eye, it became a little more cartoony, which I kind of like. Oh, Agio is pretty fun. Yeah, I do that with my friend Tim every now and then. Oh, that's no worries. I was thinking, I also like doing, obviously not the same thing of just freeform drawing with people, but like Gardic Phone's pretty fun. I'll do that occasionally for like community stuff. Let me like dull down. I used pure whites for that. That's another thing though, you know. I might do Gardic down the line. I don't really have an occasion to do it with. I have to make one up. Ooh, Gardic Phone with the tablet. Ooh, that will be something new. Something stressful. What have you been up to in the meantime yourself, then? I assume you've been busy. Or just haven't been like watching streams or something? Because I get like falling out of favor watching streams and stuff. Gardic Phone with the Wii emotes? I'm using the Wii wheel. Drawing is also definitely something you could kind of fall out of favor of doing, but you know, it's good that you're doing it. So what happened with me in Minecraft is like, I have like a legacy account, which means I made it around like 2012. And that means with the transfer, I don't know what email is it tied to the account and stuff like that. So it's like, oops, well, we can't help you. And it's like, okay, I guess I'll just sit here. Though I did hear that now you can buy the black bedrock version. I'm thinking, they want my money. Oh, damn, my webcam, come on. Get with it. Yeah, Bedrock has some less things, but it also has things that aren't in Java, which are weird, like movable chests or redstone or something. Man, it's been a while. that out. There we go. See, I'm a little happy that we still have some of that green tone in there. I'm still trying to like kind of smooth that out. I like having it a little here and there because I just like strange colors. Yeah, looking at the time, I might just do this for my time slot of 2 hours. I was thinking, maybe I'll try the other programs. Nah, I don't want to do Photoshop. What's Photoshop done for me? Nothing. Okay, we still got that green in there. Swirl it out. I wish I could, I wish I saved it. This is how it started. I drew shapes and then I outlined it, and now I'm kind of rendering over that, I suppose. Not the most orthodox approach, obviously. You know, I should have done more, like, form stuff and all that. But most of the time when I do art, it's like I'm spitballing half the time and pretending the other half of the time, so... That's how it becomes when you become an old guy. Okay, I'm gonna start going over the hair now. A lot of people have a hard time describing like what kind of visual style this is. Some people say I use a lot of gradients though, which I think is a fair assessment. Oh man. I'm just so impressed how good it feels to use a tablet. I am really not You know, I think this is how you tell that I haven't really used a tablet. I keep forgetting I could use this stuff here. Like to zoom in and then... What does this do? I realized that might have been a pain to look at on the stream, sorry. Gonna go a little larger here. Larger. I guess with this black outline, I did make it look a little more cartoony. I'm fine with that though. Kind of looks a little like older era Flash game, if that makes sense. That might be a little weird to describe it as. Okay, let's go shift it into the a little more yellowish. Oh, I was messing with the... Oh, hold on. Yeah. I was messing with these, Let me switch the webcam here real quick. There's like these little, like... I don't know what you describe them as. Eyeballs. You go... And what that does is, on here... It can, like, zoom you in. I don't know why there's two. I don't know what they do differently, but there's two of them. And I was just describing, since I'm not very familiar with the tablet, I don't know when to use this. I don't know what the buttons do. Yeah, I'm not sure what that did. Oh. If there's one thing I really think crazy tablets would have, it would be if you turn your stylus around, it erases. That would be the new age. I think some do. I haven't seen one though. And then I'm gonna pull this color. I gotta give him a mustache. He has one, after all. I don't. Oops, oh. Oh, I haven't even messed with these. There's buttons on this. I don't know what they do. Oop, webcam died. I don't know if they do though. Let me see. I'm scared. Okay, the top one gives me a ring thing. Not sure what that. Oh, I'm drawing with that, but lightly, I think. Okay, and then what does the bottom one do? I'm not sure what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing with that. What is that? Yeah, I don't know what that does. I thought that would undo, but it's not doing that. Oh, probably. That makes sense. Having keybinds. Like, maybe I can have one that, like... I play a high-risk game. I keybind one to just turning off the stream, so if I accidentally press it... or it turns off my computer. That's the problem with this keyboard. It has a turn off computer button. And I'm thinking, what purpose is that? I ain't gonna use it. Intentionally. I'm gonna accidentally hit that shit during a stream at one point. It's gonna be embarrassing. Okay, adding some orange here at the tops. Might add a little orange here to really. He has brown hair, by the way, this character. But I'm adding some orange here. I'm gonna switch to the pink here. Dark pink, maybe. Ooh, that adds like a little on there. We'll blend it out, but it's cool. Putting it where I think it would be dark. Okay, and then lastly, let me get like a true hair tone here. Let me go dark here. Let me increase the opacity. Let me decrease the size. So I could add some like streaks here. And then again, we'll blend it. I have to find this a little more. Okay, blend that shit, Fitty. Strange line by the ear? Yeah, so this here was because I used the mesh tool to warp it. So I was to blend that out later. But thank you for catching it again, because I might forget to fix that. I might use the mesh tool again though, so that's why I'm kind of like not doing it, and that's why it looks a little awful. Oh, you know what? There's not a lot of light values on it. We'll go back over it. Right now I'm just blending. In fact, I'm blending a little weirdly, but that's fine. Yeah, I really like this this rake. See, it adds like a little texture there, and it's like, When you're far out, you can't really see it. Yeah, it's a bandana. And he's got the mullet. Party on the back, business in the front. See, okay, here we go, Blend that, fix that. Fix that in post. Something I need to practice more of. I actually don't really do this on, texture. Because they're supposed to be... I want this to look rubbery, but I'm gonna have to push for that, I think. So yeah, I think what this is... I still kind of just have base values on this. I kind of want to make it darker on some areas. And block it out a little more too with that value difference. We'll get there. Fake it till you make it. All right, here we go. Now for the dark. I'm gonna just kind of slap it on over. Oh, ah! Okay, there. I don't remember this part of the Dudley's thing. But that is so of its era to use this, like, kind of mismatching vocals line. I like it. Alright, that helps. And maybe, yeah, a little more yella. Kind of just go over that very slightly. And then, here we go, let's get this light value in here. We're gonna push this one through the strands. And I about you going crazy. Colonel. Or Major. It's so easy to say Colonel when you do a snake voice, but it's not time appropriate. Okay, so I'm gonna do this again, but we're gonna use a secret, well, not secret. We're gonna use another blending tool here as well. Webcam died. I swear I'm not cheating when the webcam goes off. I'm not just being okay, good. Oh, we gotta. I gotta steal someone else's hand to draw. There's already enough theories as is of who's the real Speed Slasher. We're gonna spread that one. Shoop, shoop. There we go. I think at the end of the day, though, I still would probably like a tablet where you draw on the screen. I think that would be like the end all for me. Because, you know, I've messed with the iPad tablet, and that was pretty nice, but I feel like, you know, you don't have a lot of workspace, and I haven't really jived with the program. Like, I've gotten used to using it, but it's not, like, my favorite. Let me push the hair over more, so then this little forehead part works more. Alright, so here's the secret weapon, Luigi. This is the, what is it called again? The Blender Edge Knife. So here, you can see we can kind of like pull it back with a little more striation here. Or, you know, without blurring it, so... I think last what I'll do is I'll go over this with dark blue as well. So then I could introduce a little more different shades and hues into it as well. Yep. He looks like he's from Metal Slug. Now that I'm looking at it. Looks like a Metal Slug render. Snake! Okay, we're gonna do something here. I'm going to go over to filters. I'm going to adjust the real quick so I can get a better gist of what I'm working with here. I can increase the saturation on this, I feel, is what would help with it. So I push that a little. Just a little, not too much. Ooh, that's kind of nice. And then I'll accept that. I like that. And then I will... Let's also... where is it? Color balance. Here we go. I'm gonna shift some over here and there. Introduce a little more cyan. kind of want it to be more orange, so I think I'm going to push a little more red for the mid-tones. There we go. I'm liking that. And for the highlights, let's shift over more red, I think. There we go. There we go, huh? I think I will darken the lower values though a little more. There we go. I quite like that. Okay, okay, okay. We're getting somewhere now, I feel. I'm gonna reintroduce warmer values to the top of the hair, yeah. So I'm gonna do that through maybe this tool. What's this one? This one is the Bristle Glaze. Maybe that'll do what we want it to do. Let's see. Not sure what that means. Oh, so it kind of... I was hoping it was like a blurry thing. Kind of just like pops them in. That's fine. So I'll pop in these. I'll pop in some blues again. What color is this headband again? I think it's just gray, actually. But I will... Again, I like striking visuals. I like crazy colors. I'm gonna probably like mix a bunch of colors to make gray. I have the reference. I just gotta move over some tabs again. In fact, I'll do it now so I can turn on the webcam again. Turn it on. Instead, take it off. Turn it on. Okay, yeah, it's like a bluish. It's like a dark bluish. Oh, the webcam did not turn on like I thought it did. Man, it's just all Tails music, isn't it? What would you expect out of me? Okay. Introduce a little blue back in. In fact, let's go back to... What are these? Oh, let's do dry brushing. Ooh, what does this do for us? If I lower the opacity, though. That's kind of nice. I'll pop that in here and there. I'll probably unify this. I like this like cyan popping up here and there. I think if I just like shift a lot of it over. Ooh, I should save. What a good idea. Snake 3. There we go. Still kind of deciphering how I want this part to really look, but I think the more I mess with it, maybe the more I'll hate it. So I'm trying to just do some minute things, if I can. I think I really need to introduce like a grayish... There we go. Okay. So I'm going over that red a little to kind of blur it out, and then I'll get the blending tool again. There's red tones here. I did it like this. See, pay attention to where I'm coloring. Like, I kind of shifted those in there, and then I'm overlapping it with a with orange and stuff, so you can't see it as much. Sorry, switch the mouse again. Sorry, oops. Every time I accidentally just start drawing with the mouse, I should like take a drink or something. Okay, so now we're going to... I do prefer going over and changing colors with the mouse, though. That's me. Okay, so now I'm going to make this gray. Or it's like a bluish gray, so I'm gonna introduce some blue onto here more. I think I also need to draw the, I didn't add this, I need to draw like the tail coming out. Let's add a little bit of light here. A little bit, just a little. Okay, and now, let me get a dull, like that tone right there. Like a little more that way, yeah. Yeah. The fish, yeah. Was delish, and it made quite a dish. Now, yeah. Get with it. Just a little. Again, like this is more like the color of like Solid Snake's one. I gotta go a little darker for. Hey Pixel, I gotta go darker for this. If you're curious, my webcam. Most used word of today, next to value. My tablet's working now. So now I'm really going ham. Alright, see ya, Carl. For those who are curious, he'll be doing subspace later. Okay, gonna push. Ooh, purple. Oipel. Oipel. What's been up with you, Pixel? Making more pixel art? I saw. I should comment on more, but I definitely added your thing as an emote in the Discord. I don't know about adding it to the thing, because it is pretty close to Speed Fired, and I realized though I didn't have Speed Fired on the Discord, so I thought it was a good balance. That was a nice balance to do. And expressly it has your name in it too, so that's cool. Okay, let's blend this out, eh? Well, you know, you saw what could happen when you made one for Carl. So it could be like, get a badge? Oh, I should make you a VIP. I don't know if I have slots for it. But I'll make slots though. But you've definitely been here enough to warrant one, so it's the least I can do. You know what I could do with this extra thing? I could just like it out. I could always just erase it as well, but I think there's something cool about like just pushing the white value onto it here. Do, 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 do. Wah, wah, wah. So be curious how I worked on this so far. I used green as a base, and then I'm ironing out with other colors, and then kind of just integrating it here and there. Still a bit messy here and there. Like, I could clean some of it. I could blend some of this a little nicer. This is Krita. This is a dead webcam. There we go. One day I'll try Stylus on paint.net and I won't like it. Just because it doesn't it doesn't have brushes really, it doesn't have a lot of stuff. I'm still definitely going to use paint.net though. Especially for editing. I think that is my still go-to for image editing. Like, that's what I was doing with iPad. I would draw something on iPad, and then I'm like, okay, I want to change some stuff, so I go over and fine-tooth comb it with paint.net still, so. I forget, Pixel, did you say what you use for pixel art? Because you said you also do pixel art with a mouse. I don't remember what program you said you use. You use like Ace Sprite? AAS Sprite? I don't know how you say it. It just sounds like I'm saying ass Sprite. Like AVGN. Okay. I haven't used that program yet. I'd like to try it. Because I have a hard time, for example, envisioning how my stuff would animate if I were to do that. And you can't really animate stuff outside of sprites without just like... What I would do is I would go to like a like easy GIF and then just compile separate images to see how it works. Or in paint.net, I would do it on each screen and then I would hold like Control Tab or something and it would go through all of them. Oh, okay. So it's still, you have to... Okay. Oh, no! Yeah, regardless, this is still my first time using tablet for art on the computer. For a good while, anyway. It's not like my first time. My first time was like, I was like 10. I was like, I don't get it. And then I gave up on it and just used mouse. And now, I'm this creature. That doesn't look good. Let me undo that. Let's blend that out a little more naturally here. Come in here. As you can see though, when you zoom in, you could really see the brush strokes I've been doing. When I'm far out, you can't really see it. In the ground, yeah, burn to the ground, below to the ground. Oh, yeah. Stop it. Okay. Pink. I want to add some pink here. Pink? You mean it? I mean it. Very vivid pink. Yeah, yeah. No one expects it. That's why it's spicy. You know, a lot of people back in the day, you know what colors they would use to like highlight stuff in a cool way? They would do. I'm gonna undo this, or actually, let me just. They would do like this, right? And then on the other side, cyan. You can see this a lot in like 8th generation video game art and stuff. But it's still kind of a good mentality to have like differing like colors. I just tend to not use that one. I use like green and then pink. Or pink or green and yellow or something. You know, those colors. It's not like I'm breaking the walls here. I don't know, pink has like a like an under, like a, what do you call it? A surface glow or whatever. I quite like it. You know what hits me whenever I watch a replay of my own stuff that I do? It's like, I liked it better before I did that. Sometimes when I'm looking at like, because you could do a video replay of your art in whatchamacallit? Procreate? And sometimes I'm like, man, I have some regrets. Should have done it this other way. Real quick, let me do a little more mesh work here. Let me get to the warp. I want to push this up a little more. That looks better. A little higher? A little higher? A little further? No, a little closer. A little closer? There we go. And then on the bottom here, make it a little wider. 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 Slightly less. There we go. Ha-ha! Now, these colors are going to be pretty basic, but I'm still going to do a lot of to them. Because, you know, over here you just got black, 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 and then like olive drab, so. There we go. So typically when I want something dark and pixel good, you know this. You're in the know of this. What does Speed do to make something dark looking without just explicitly using black? He uses blue. That's not a brush, that's a blender. There we go. He uses, what did I just do with it? Hold on, what settings did I adjust on that? Okay, no, that's fine. He uses blue. Here we go. see if I could do this a little proper. Oh, webcam, please turn on. There we go. I don't really care about coloring in the lines. So one of the last things I'll be doing, by the way, on this, I think, you know, unifying a lot of stuff, and then kind of maybe adding a little more of an outline on some of these things to divvy up the parts more. I tend to lose that whenever I do something like this with just one layer. But I like working with one layer. I like being able to blend everything as is. Might make this point down a little more. Okay, now we want olive drab. That's like, hold on. Let's see the, because you know sometimes he wears camo, sometimes it's you know, tiger stripe and all that. But I think I often think of the olive drab, which is, I kind of wanted to refer to the color before I just slapped it on here. It's something like darker than this, and like here is where the value would be. But I'm gonna go up a little on it. I'm gonna like overshoot it. Saturate it, because I'm using a lower opacity brush. Shloop, shloop, shloop. Little blue here. That dark area. Little yellow. Nice here. Nice top area. Again, I'm not doing camo, but I'm drip dropping some stuff here and there. Slap in a little bit of that pink. This here and there. Then let's really push the darkness of these bottom parts. So first I'm going to go over with a little bit of a darker blue, like an indigo. And we're going to actually shift to the gray here for the tops. And then just straight up, you know, let's go like a dark red, actually. Why not? I'm a funny guy. It's... Okay, time to blend. Will it blend? That is the question. And then we'll go over this again with more of an olive color, but it's good to have this base. Base! Treble! By the way, Bright and I were thinking of one last stream, and then we're going to change games, actually. We're going to start a new game up next week. Wait, actually, I didn't look at the calendar. I'm good for the next week. Yeah, I'm fine. But I think he wanted to see like how it'd go if I used stylus and he used mouse. But I feel like I've been ooh. It wouldn't be so strange for me to use stylus at this point though. Like a hemoglobin? Shove this striation down a bit. There we go. Can I erase some of that pink there? Shoop, 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 shoop. Kind of like that. Alright, let's be a little more precise with how we want to color this bottom area. So, for example, it's not really olive drab as you could see, so I'm gonna go over it with this. We kind of lost some of these lines here, like the lapels on the suit. Oh, instead of just a straight up gray, let me use a straight up bluish gray. There we go. Now we're getting closer to that olive drab color, I think. I just like having these like imperfections into it here and there. That way it looks a little more like I was actually trying to like paint this out using a mix of colors instead of just going like, oh yeah, here's olive drab. The pretending is half the fun. Okay, blend, blend, blend. This might be a weird thing to say right now. I'm getting a little nauseous while I'm looking at this. And that's not because it's like I hate it or anything. It's where like maybe the disconnect's finally hitting in. It's like the worst comment you could make about your own art. It's like I'm getting nauseous, and it's like I don't mean it in like a this stinks thing. Which I mean, you know, if you think it sucks, that's fine. But like. Alright though, I think we've hit the olive that I want. We did lose a lot of these like nice colors though, I think, in doing so. So I'm gonna reintroduce them, but first off, I think what we also have to reintroduce, also at the top side, is a bit more of the line art that we had previously, like the you know, the little differentials here and there. So I just like kind of pop these in here and there, that should help. A little darker, a little less saturated, a little darker. Maybe a little bit more to the cyan. In here, kind of shoop 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 it around. I'll blend this on a more zoomed up scale. But how does it taste? Okay, so darker. More. 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 Less. 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 Okay. Oopsie poops. Redo that one. There we go. Niner, we need a redo on that line. Thank you. Party at Groznygrad. Sometimes I've noticed, like, it does stutter here and there. Like, I wanted to do a line there, and it didn't seem like it followed through on it. That could be, like, the age of the thing. I don't know. I don't really want to introduce too much actual green into that, just because I'm thinking it's kind of killing the subtleties here. Okay, that should be enough. Let's blend this out again. Do a little more blending here. That's a given. I might go to Twitch and go to the start of the stream just so we can compare what I had initially and then what we have now. Unless someone wants to grab it for me. Yeah, I'm not too much of a fan of the green I introduced actually, so that's why I'm kind of just killing it in reality. Okay, I think I'm going to erase this now. Fortunately, it's not in paint because, you know, you can't realistically erase with a paintbrush. Unless... Anyway, I'm going to just kind of shoop this out. And I think I'm going to do some, like, morphing here and there to really get it to be the shape I want it to be. These sands over here. And I'll just tidy this up as well. A little bit of the darker spots. Though I like some of them. I'm gonna kind of remove most of it. Or, you know, a fair amount. Whatever I see fit. Okay, there's definitely more things I want to define here real quick. It's here, for example. Kind of fray it more over here. There's just something unfinished about the lower half, I feel. I'll get more to work on it. I think. Right now I'm squishing and skewing some stuff again, just because, you know. Actually, you know, I'm gonna do the scary thing. Woo, okay. I see what I can fix. With a little meshing and a little skewing. Pushing it a little back, I think, is helping. I haven't tried using cage here. Let's see how this works. So I draw a shape with the cage, and then I could squish and skew that way as well. I think I just want a little more forehead on that. Let's see. Did that leave a line? Yeah, it did. We could blend that, blend that. There's also a bit of a misshape over there. I'll fix that as well. There could be an eye patch there. Who knows? So yeah, let's just since we're hitting my time limit here, I'll be just unifying what I can, and then I'll edit this in post in like paint.net, I think. My tool choice, as usual. I'm gonna pop in the cyan that's still here as well. I'm gonna pop it in kind of more around like this central area. I do like cyan as shading as well. It makes it pop. You know, think of like Skyward Sword, for example. How they use a lot of cyan because the character's in the sky. It's a really nice look, in my opinion. Man, when we did Fortune Suit, that webcam worked pretty well that stream. This time, not so much, unfortunately. Should have gave it a pep talk before the stream. I was so caught up in Brightheart going into the bathroom so many times, like I could. I was wondering, how do I put that out of context? Alright, so I'm gonna blend out this pink, still keep it there. My other hand is just on my knee, by the way, if you see it in the webcam. I have to be careful with this song, actually, because it does get caught. I'll have to skip that one. Yeah, I think we're just about done for today. What I would do is I would darken a lot more of these lines here to define him a little nicer. I would maybe skew some stuff, and I would put a background. You know, he's in a nice spot, but there's nothing behind him. I was thinking of putting the flower bed thing there. I don't think this is when I'll continue on stream, but if you popped in or are around, I appreciate that you've been here to see this. Because again, I'm like, not to toot my own horn, man. Like I'm very impressed with being able to grasp the style, the tablet a little more than I thought I was. There's still some idiosyncrasies here and there that I'm like are messing with my head, and maybe my life would be a little easier with the shortcuts in mind, but I don't really know how to use those still. Let me use this blender. This is the Blended Texture Soft. I haven't really used it here. Let's use it a little. It should be one of the more blurry kind of ones, so maybe that'll help. Oh, that just like pulls the color that's on and then just like, hey, you like that there? Oh, okay. Maybe we won't use that one actually. I'll use it for areas that already have a pretty defined color here, like for example this one. It's actually kind of a weird one. I don't quite get it. I think it pulls whatever color it's on and then drags it, kinda. Okay, again, let's go back here. Let's go in here. And let's pop in more black. Just to, again, I'm kind of at a standstill with this, the values I want to have show up at the bottom here. I wonder if all it needs is just an outline or something. It's better define some of this stuff. Ooh, that's low on the page. Like, I made it kind of flat too. I need to add more like layers and shading and stuff here, I think. And also, there's no bandana. I'm like showing back here. I meant to do that. Okay, very carefully, let's pop in this bandana back here. And the blue, that vivid blue. Okay, so this is where I think I'll leave it off, basically. But let's grab what we started with. I have to pull that from a stream. So give me a moment to copy paste. So it's about like this, okay. Print screen, paint.net, so I could just crop out the other stuff. Okay, so it kind of started. Let me open a new layer. There we go. Whoa! It started like this, basically. So I think we did a good job. We started with a green. Kind of just like slapped it all together, and then we slowly outlined a lot of stuff, and I think we're at a pretty good spot here with it. So you'll see this more off stream, like a more finalized version. I'll probably go and edit it off Krita and then bring it at. He's looking at his past self. He's looking at the Phantom Snake Line Green. But thanks for popping in, everyone. I'm going to raid Carl. I don't think he's live yet. But hold on. I don't think he's live yet, but I'll bring you guys there anyway. So thanks for watching. Tomorrow nothing, Wednesday, Chibi, Thursday, Pioneers, Friday, more drawing with Bright, and then Saturday should be Carl's community night, which I will be for. So thank you, and see you later.